This is how Tibetans are depicted in official Chinese media, as members of a happy minority group with colorful traditions that include singing, dancing, and, for the nomadic herders, archery. The images support the Chinese government's claims that living standards are rising and Tibetans are content. Tanzan Lundup with the China Tibetology Research Center says Beijing's concern for Tibetan people is genuine.
The government has invested heavily in improving people's living conditions, infrastructure in Tibet, and education. It has introduced a great number of preferential policies in support of the Tibetan areas. The changes in Tibet and Tibetan areas have been fundamental.
Although the local economy has grown, so has a sense of desperation among many ethnic Tibetans. In the past year, nearly 30 have set themselves on fire, vividly demonstrating that they would rather die than live under Chinese rule. Many of the recent anti-China protests, like this one in Qinghai province, involve Buddhist monks who have long played a central role in Tibetan culture. In Gansu province, this monk asked to remain anonymous.
We have no freedom, no religious freedom, and not even freedom of speech. The pressure is too great. People have no choice, so we protest.
The protests and immolations have led to no notable changes from Beijing. Lian Changmin, also with the China Tibetology Research Center, echoes the government's view that the protests are artificially manufactured, not linked to actual grievances.
I think, first of all, those who plan such incidents should stop. 2. The Dalai Lama should issue a statement to call for an end to such cases and express his opposition to such behavior. 3. The media should stop playing up such incidents.
In China, the protests go largely unmentioned in state media, which instead focuses on rituals that emphasize Tibet as an inalienable part of Chinese territory. The Dalai Lama, who remains a potent spiritual and political symbol for Tibetans, has largely refrained from publicly commenting on the immolations. For both sides, the immolations remain a symptom of a problem that the other refuses to acknowledge. Stephanie Ho, VOA News, Beijing.